and welcome to another Monday morning, 30-minute cardio and core. So we're just gonna get going. You're gonna need your yoga mat today, or where we have no impact and the option of some jumping. So if you are on a hard floor, just wear your shoes, and we're just gonna move our feet. We're going to find our balance on one leg. You're going to bend the other and bring it up, open, and together. Now make sure that the knee that you're standing, the leg that you're standing on, the knee is unlocked. I add those every day. Unlock the knee you're standing on, up nice and tall, just to move inside the hip joint. Good. Let's put our feet on the floor. Move your shoulders. So our first round is going to be kind of part of our warm-up. We have 3 rounds today, and we're doing 30 seconds of each exercise. Let's go circles the other direction. Okay, so if you have, I'm going to give you some modification. If you have any questions, just let me know in the in the YouTube chat. Let's bring our hands up. Give me some wrist rotation. I'm just gonna double check. So just move your wrists. Perfect. Other direction. So if you have some small weights, have them ready. Close your fist, open your hands, close, open, open. Good, now keep closing and opening and add some resistance to this. Bring your arms up without sinking into your low back. Good, let's bring them down. So your arms should be a little bit warm. Good, and relax, move around a little bit. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders. We're going to do a little wake up for our glutes, so you can grab your chair. Couple fingers on the side for a little balance. I want you to engage up nice and tall, straighten the leg off to the side, flex your foot, and then let's press it back. So I'm a little bit off to the side, pressing back, working the glutes for 5, 3, 4, 5. Keep the leg off to the side, bend the knee. Rotate your foot towards the other knee, so you're a little opening here, like a figure 4, but to the back, and press back. So you're pressing back without sinking into your low back here, waking up your core. 4 and 5. Good, relax, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. So get yourself a little taller, unlock the knee you're standing on, straighten the other, flex your foot, pressing back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leg off to the side, bend the knee, rotate it in, and then press back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, relax, shake it out. And so we're gonna go straight into our workout. And the first round, like I said, is gonna act as a little warm-up. So I'm gonna have the chair here close by. We won't need the weights for the first round. We're gonna do a kick step back. So from the side, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna lift your knee up, extend forward, bring the foot down, touch back. So we want to be up nice and tall, sending the leg forward, down, touch back, still nice and tall. So this is a core workout. I want this to be engaged. So what I don't want to see is this. Okay, so doesn't matter how high you're going to extend the leg. I don't want to have the knee that just flings around, so that you're not just kicking your leg forward. Think about pressing through a door, and then when you're going back, nice and tall, we don't want this to happen. We're doing the right leg, then the left leg, and we're going to walk them at first. Then a little bit of balance. So feet under your hips to start. We're going to go over, toes, ball of the foot, heel, send your hips back. Touch down your calf, your knee, your thigh, and then we're going to come up and balance. And we're going to go over, toes, ball of the foot, heel, come up. We're going to bring our arms up to the side. down, so you can touch, and up. We're gonna do right, so the right and the left. I know it's on the left, but then we're gonna go and so you have the option on the chair or on the floor. We're gonna go here, shoulders stack, nice and tall over your hands. You're gonna step it or walk it back, step it or step or jump in, and then here I want you to do a nice squat. So watch the knee, we don't want them to go forward, I want your hips to go back. So it's here, walk or jump, keep your shoulders stacked, walk or jump, hands forward. So you can do that, we're gonna start the first round on the chair, and then I'll give you the options on the floor. If your wrists are not happy with that walk or step back, go here, walk or step back, step it back or jump, and down here, then left. Then skiers. So here, I want you to engage your back. So you're gonna step back, step, step, step. So in here, we're gonna just increase our speed a little bit, just touching back. Then a dolphin, so we're going on the floor. You can also do those on the chair. So if you're here, you're pressing the hips back and forward. So that's one modification. You're gonna go on the floor into that low plank position, pressing your hips back, sliding forward. And then we take a little break. So 30 seconds each, we got 10 seconds in between to do the transition. And bon matin. All right, so we're gonna get started with our balance. Lots of core here, and we're moving a lot, so I know cardio is gonna increase. So we're gonna start with your right leg going over. So right leg, toes below the foot, heel, hips back, touch down, press up, touch down, press up. So from the side, hips are going back, not sideways, and pressing up. Nice and tall here. Your upper body is not curving forward, and touching down, press up. And a nice soft landing, toes below the foot, heel, and stay here, relax, shake it out. We're gonna go on the other side. Toes below the foot, heel, so a nice slow landing, and let's go. Toes below the foot, heel, hips straight back, not off to the side. Touching down, pulling up. Whenever you're pulling up here, engage. Think about going towards the ceiling, and it's gonna help with your balance. Whenever you're going down, think about resisting the going down. So it's gonna be, instead of this, you're gonna engage a little bit more, softer landing. It's the same body weight, more muscles working. Relax, shake it out, so your landing's gonna be a little bit better. I started backwards, so we're gonna go and kick, step back. So your right leg, let's extend, touch down, step it back. In, extend, touch, back. Extend, touch, back. So up nice and tall here. I'm lifting my leg up, but you can keep it a little lower. And then if that works for you, then slowly bringing it higher. So our first round is a little warm up. So I'm not going really fast. Relax, shake it out. Give me some little toe taps to the side. We're gonna do our left leg. So let's get ready. Same thing, I want you to think up nice and tall. Extend to the front, touch, step it back. In, touch, step back. So nice and strong core, and you can lift that leg a little higher as long as you're not sending the hips with it. So if you're losing your balance, keep the movement a little lower. All right, let's go on the chair and do that jump or step back and in. So you're stacked, shoulders right over your wrist. Remember, you can be on your elbows and step it back or jump. Step it in, squat, down, jump or step, squat, hands down, squat, hands down, jump or walk, And then take the time to do that nice squat, sending your hips back, not your knees forward. And a soft landing, good. Relax, shake it out. We're doing our skiers. So here, up nice and tall, and you're just gonna squeeze the glute, touching back, hands up and up, up. Now here, I want you to engage your abs, your arms, pulling on elastics. So think about pulling those elastics from the floor, touching the leg back. No pressure to the low back. You're not curving back. Just touching to where you can, elongating that back leg. Good. Relax your shoulders. We're going on the floor or on the chair for our dolphins into a low plank position, and walk your toes in a little bit. Slide into that low plank. Press the hips back. Slide it up. Remember here, you can go on the knees, pressing the hips back and bringing it forward, or you can go on the chair. Exhale as you're lifting up, pressing the hips towards the ceiling. Think about your abs pushing the hips up. And we got one more. And bring it down. And grab some water, walk around. And we're going to go into round 2. I'm going to start it properly this time, I think. So we're going to start with our cardio. And you have the option to hold the weights. So if we're holding the weights, we don't want those arms flinging around with a 2-pound weight in our hands. So smaller movement, keep your elbows a little bit bent for now. And just do a smaller movement. If you don't have the weight, do those bigger movement with your arms engaged. Think about pulling on elastics, and that's gonna do the same thing. So just adding the extra resistance or adding the extra weight and squeeze the weights, it's gonna help you engage your core a little bit more. So let's get ready. So we're getting really into it this time with a little bit more speed. So kick, step back, right leg. Get ready, and let's bring that right leg up, extend, down, back, in, kick, down, back. So my arms are close to my body, squeezing the weights. If you don't have the weights, use those bigger movements with your arms. But I'm still not flinging them around. Push, elbows are bent, and you can squeeze your fist or open your fingers, adding that resistance. And relax, shake it out. I'm gonna grab the weights to the next round. Left leg, relax those shoulders. Let's get ready. Let's extend that left leg forward, touch, step. In, kick, down, back, kick, back, kick. Straight upper body. Breathe. You can add that little hop in the middle here. It's almost over for those, and relax, shake it out. All right, for our balance, we're gonna start with our right leg going off to this side. I have the weights, I'm gonna lift them off to this side, adding a little bit of shoulder and core. Toes by the foot here, touching, press up. And resist that landing. So you're not just falling, you're controlling it. Think about pulling yourself down. If you need to touch, reset. So I'm going to breathe out here as I come up. It's good to try to catch your breath. After that, relax. First cardio, other side. So nice straight core. Make sure you're not lifting with the shoulders. You're using your arms. Let's go over. Toes by the foot heel. I'm not touching here. Just bringing the arms up. The arms down, towards the knee. Pressing into that back heel. Toes by the foot heel. You're pressing into the heel. The knee's not coming forward. You're sending the hips back. Breathe. Last one. All right, relax, shake it out. We've got the jump back. So you can stay on the chair with your hands on the chair, or you can go on the floor here. So you're here and you're jumping back, jumping in, squat. So chair or floor option. Again, you can walk them or jump them. Here, press into your heels, squeeze your glutes, abs nice and engaged. And you're looking at the floor when you're jumping, not at your toes, and here looking in front. Last one. Come on up, shake it out. You can grab those weights. If you don't have the weights, keep those big movements. We're gonna keep them a little bit smaller with the weights. So touching back, touch back. Lift, lift, lift. So I'm lifting in front here. You can add the resistance. If you don't have the weight, you can bring the weights up a little bit, depending on how that feels on your back. So if you're feeling any tension in your back, keep the weights lower. Press, press. Good. And relax, shake it out. Dolphins on the chair or on the floor into that low plank position. And let's walk the toes in, slide it forward. Press your hips back. Now here, look at your toes and then slide it forward. You're looking just in front of your hands. Slide it back, hips up. Abs engage here, pushing towards the ceiling. Just looking in front of your hands. Make sure your back is not dipping. Go on the knees or on the chair as needed. I want you to breathe out as you're pressing up one more time. And bring it down. And relax your shoulders. We've got one more round and it's done for today. Grab some water. Okay. So in our last round, I want you to be very mindful of engaging your core and your posture. Also your shoulders. So if you're using the weights when I'm lifting here, I'm not lifting with the shoulder. So you're bringing the arms in front, but you're not bringing it in front, okay? So shoulder blades are engaged, your back is engaged, your abs are engaged. Think about that little corset here. To maintain that in place as you're doing those movements. So no rounded back and no hips forward when we're going with the kick. I'm gonna add a bigger jump for that kick step back. You do what you can for today. I just want your cardio to be a little higher. So, but you know what you need to do. All right. We're gonna start with our right leg to the front. So I'm gonna grab the weights again. Short movement, or if you have no weights, bigger one. Right leg and kick, down, back. Kick, touch, kick, touch, kick, touch. So when I'm kicking, I'm still controlling that leg. I'm not just flinging this forward. Pressing in front. Lift it as high as you can without the hips following. Squeeze the weights or squeeze your fist. Relax, shake it out. Okay, we're going to go with our left leg. So relax your shoulders. Get ready. Left leg forward. Extend, down, back. Press, back. Press, back. Breathe. Keep your eyes in front here. So you're not just looking up. You don't want to put a little tension in your neck. So you're going to follow the wall with your movement. You're not looking at the floor. Breathe. These are almost over. Good. Relax. We're going to start with our right leg going out. And here, nice straight back. So we're going to go over, toes, ball of the foot, heel. Hips back, touch, press. Pull yourself down, push up. As needed, take the time to rebalance if you're a little wobbly here. Pull, pull or press. If you have no weight, add that resistance as if you're pulling from the floor. Straight back, especially at the bottom here. I don't want your upper back to round down. Good. And relax. Shake it out, other side. Feet start under your hips. We're going to go over to the side. Toes below the foot heel. Touching down, pulling up. Nice soft landing. If my core is not engaged here, I'm just going to fall over. Up nice and tall. Pull down. Pull up. Breathe. I like to breathe out as we're coming up. It's going to be the hardest one here. Last one. And relax. Shake it out. Okay, on the chair or on the floor. Jump back, jump in. Let's get ready and go. Back, in, squat. Back, in, squat. So here, you're going to take this space. If you're walking down, it's going to be a little slower. But go as fast as you can, keeping that squat nice and engaged. You can be a little higher here. Use the chair as needed. Walk downward, jump down. Last one. Good, come on up. Relax those shoulders. Let's go for a skier. All right, not long arm for this one. So stepping back, long arm. Looking in front, so I'm not looking at the floor. I'm not looking up. You're looking right in front, straight back, squeeze those weights. Straight arms. I'm not flinging them around. Press up. Add that resistance with the elastic. Good. Let's put those weights to the side and into our dolphins for the last one. So on your knees, or you can go on the chair, on your elbows, and move into a plank. Walk it in. Slide forward. Press it back. Breathe it. Slide it forward, press it back, breathe out. And let's slide it forward. Breathe in. Think about that pelvic floor in as you're breathing out, pushing the hips towards the ceiling, really engaging that core. One more time. Good. And let's use the chair for our stretches. Great work, everybody. I'm going to stop my timer. Okay. Grab some water, and we're going to start standing. So after you're doing a workout with some cardio, it's always better to walk around a little bit until you can catch your breath, breathing in, breathing out. So I know I said grab a chair, and some of you probably just went, oh, nice, and sat down. So now I'm making you stand up again. So feet are going to be just a little wider than the chair. And we're going to tense around the chair here. So we're going to grab the back of the chair with our hands. And I want you to engage, so grabbing the chair with your arms, grabbing with your shoulders, so engaging your arms, your shoulders, your back, your glutes. Press into the floor with your heels and try and grab the floor with your toes. And then let everything go. Relax. Drop the chair. And then give me just little circles with your hips. So a little movement. Let's go the other direction. Okay, let's do that again. Because sometimes when we do something for the first time, it's like, what is she trying to make me do? So I'm trying to make your whole body tense and then relax. So we're going to tighten our hands around the chair. You're going to tighten your shoulders, tighten your back, your abs, your glutes, your legs. Press into the floor with your heels. Try to grab the floor with your toes and then just let it all go. Relax. Drop your hands next to you. Give me some little circles and the other direction. Good. So hands are going to be on the chair. You're going to take one leg. We're going to push it back. You're going to put your heel down. Hips up. Gentle lunge forward. engaging those abs, bend the back knee, little stretch here, and then send the hips back to get the stretch in the straight leg. Let's bring it forward, relax, come on to the middle, up on your toes, relax, tucking under, pulling yourself down, little stretch into your quad here, and come on up. And other side, so let's put that leg back, heel down, hips up, gentle lunge forward. Bending the back knee, straighten the front leg. I get a little stretch here in the back. Then I'm going to stop bending the back knee. I'm just going to send my hips back. Little stretch here. Bring it back to center. Come on up. Relax. Tucking under, pulling down. And release. I'm going to face you. And we're going to take one leg. We're going to bring it in front. We're going to flex the foot this time. Doesn't matter which leg. We're going to do both. So the leg is in front, I'm not following it, you're just lowering it down, up nice and tall, and sending those hips back. Now flex your foot more, finding that stretch in your calf behind your knee, then drop the toes to the outside. Send your hips opposite direction, little stretch here. Bring it back to center, bend the knees, come on up, other side. Straighten in front, flex your foot, pull yourself down. So abs are engaged, you're pulling yourself down. And flex your foot more, send the hips back. Drop your toes towards the outside, hips towards the opposite side. Back to center, come on up, relax, shake it out. We're going to stand next to our chair and turn 45 degrees. You're going to take your front leg, put it on the chair. I want this to stay at 90 degrees as we're dropping the leg down. So no flopped ankle. Flex your foot so that the side of your foot is on the chair. Bend the leg you're standing on, shift the hips a little bit here. So depending on what you did this weekend, you might need more or less movement in the glute. So you're going to think about pushing your hips out towards the front corner of your space. More or less just to get that little stretch. Let's bring it back to center, switch side. So let's go 45 degrees, front leg on top of the chair, nice 90 degree, flexing your foot so there's no pressure on the ankle, unlock the knee you're standing on, just little shifts at first, and then send the hips, pushing it a little bit more, and again, good, and one more time. All right, let's bring it back. Let's have a seat. Okay, nice and sweaty, yes, this morning. So I like the challenge of getting a short workout in and making the most out of it, getting a good sweat on. So let's flex that foot up nice and tall, hinging forward, getting more of a stretch behind the knee, dropping the toes to the outside. Back to center, come on up. Let's do the other leg, flex your foot up nice and tall. So depending on how you are standing, you might feel the stretch more sitting, maybe less. And we find what works best for us, right? And relax the shoulders. We're going to do our shoulders sitting here. So palms towards me, you're going to do a little tuck under here. So engage your abs, sending the back towards the back of the chair. Lift your arms a little behind you. Little rotation, sweeping forward and up and open. Good. And let's relax the shoulders. Let's do that one more time. Little tuck under here, palms towards me, lifting up behind. Release the shoulder, rotate. I want you to reach towards each side of the space as you're pressing your abs towards the back of the chair and stay here. We're going to think a little further with our right arm. So you're going to press your hips into the chair, your abs towards the back, and reach forward with your arm. Other side. And center. Lift up. Grow taller. So you want to be light on the chair. Open up the chest. Send those elbows back. And release. Move the shoulders up nice and tall with your neck looking up at the ceiling, thinking about the chest coming down. Bring it back to center. Lift up from the back, looking down in front and back to center. Relax. Drop your chin towards your chest. Little roll towards one side. back to center, little roll towards the other side, and back to center and up. Thank you for joining me on this great Monday morning. Hopefully you're fully awake now to start your day. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.